We are live.
We are live. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome to the CreatorCon Sneak Peek webinar, where I and 4 other terrific people from ServiceNow will share with you all sorts of upcoming information about CreatorCon 2017. Real quickly, I am Chuck Tomasi, Platform Architect on the Platform Practice team at ServiceNow, focusing on helping customers build business applications. I was a customer for a couple of years before that. I hold the distinct honor of being the first Innovation of the Year Award winner at Knowledge 10. And today I hang out in the community probably too much. I am the co-host of Tech Now and Live Coding Happy Hour, and I absolutely love seeing what our customers build when we get to Knowledge and CreatorCon. That's a little bit about me. Also joining me today is Jason McKee, if you would.
Hi, so I'm a developer evangelist here at ServiceNow, and I'm actually focused on putting together all the content for CreatorCon. So all the fun stuff in the Developer Hub, which we'll be talking about, and also getting our session list together.
Thank you very much. We're also joined today by Lily Lee.
Hi, I'm Lily. I lead developer marketing for ServiceNow. Hey, we've got a great product, and my job is to get the word out to developers. I want to make it easier for you guys and gals to discover, to learn, and to use the ServiceNow platform. And part of that effort is to bring you an excellent experience at CreatorCon.
Also joining us today is Martin Barkley. Thank you very much, Martin, if you would.
Hey folks, Martin Barkley. I manage product and partner marketing for the ServiceNow App Store, and I take care of our technology partners. And at CreatorCon, I'm going to be managing the CreatorCon Challenge Pod and the finale pitch-off after the CreatorCon keynote. So lots of great stuff for technology partners in our App Store at CreatorCon that we'll talk about in a bit.
Yeah, you bet. Looking forward to hearing more about that. Martin's the important guy. He's wearing the jacket. Last but not least, the man behind the curtain running all this stuff, Josh Nereus, whom you may have seen on other videos. Josh?
Yeah, I am Josh Nereus. I'm a developer evangelist here in the developer program. Been at ServiceNow since about 2013, and in my current role about a year. Actually, I think I started my current role at Knowledge last year, so almost exactly a year. I founded Live Coding Happy Hour with Dave Slusher, and then Chuck has been kind enough to be our co-host, so happy to have him on that with us. So you've probably seen me on that. And I'm a former customer, so it's really cool to sort of be on this side of things and helping to actually make CreatorCon happen. It's been a great experience.
Thank you very much, Josh. Let's get into the content. A lot of people are very excited to learn more about CreatorCon. If you haven't been there before, if you have been there before, there's a number of changes. We've got all sorts of things. Lily, I'm going to start with you. Tell us right out of the bat, what is CreatorCon? I think you're on mute.
Hi, can you hear me?
You can now.
Okay, well, CreatorCon is the event for developers and architects within Knowledge. It is free with your Knowledge Pass. It consists of sessions, a keynote, and a developer hub. So whether you are a developer or you want to become a developer or just want to learn, we've got all sorts of topics and sessions for all skill levels. And really, it's really the place to get hands-on with the latest ServiceNow technologies, including the ServiceNow platform.
So how is CreatorCon different from Knowledge? We're changing a little bit this year.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, CreatorCon content is much more in depth and technical. Knowledge is where you can find out how to assemble, whereas in CreatorCon, it is the place where you learn how to build it. For example, if you take a service portal lab in Knowledge, it'll teach you how to put widgets together, whereas if you take a CreatorCon workshop on Service Portal, we'll teach you how to build it and code it.
Very cool. I like that example. Good example that actually came up in the community earlier this week. Mm-hmm. You'd almost think we talked about this before. Lily, what is the main driver? Why would someone want to attend CreatorCon?
Well, at CreatorCon, we're really focused on elevating everyone's technical skills. By attending CreatorCon, you'll get more knowledge and learning at a lower cost and at a condensed period of time. It gives you the opportunity to get up to speed much faster. We have over 80 demo-led breakouts and hands-on workshops, and you can have the opportunity to learn from ServiceNow experts about all the cool things that are available to developers. You can also hear from our head of platform, Pat Casey, and he'll be talking about our product vision and direction. We also have some special customer guests, and you can find out how other companies are building on the platform. There's a knowledge party at Universal Studio Wednesday night. So come out, have a drink with me, and have fun. And I highly recommend everybody to join a team at the hackathon and also attend the unconference. It's not only a great way for you to learn, but it's a great opportunity for you to really network and have some in-depth conversations with your peers and build lasting relationships with them. And just expect awesomeness at CreatorCon and have fun.
We've got the Wednesday night party, and as I like to call it, Thursday morning, we have a zombie hunt. It's like fish in a barrel. You don't have to go very far to find a zombie.
Zombies everywhere.
I mentioned earlier that we changed CreatorCon up a little bit this year from its previous 2 years. This is the third year we're doing CreatorCon. How is it different this year?
Well, ServiceNow is really putting developers at the heart of knowledge this year. Previously, the last 2 years, CreatorCon was held on the last day of knowledge. This year, it is running in parallel to knowledge. It runs from May 9th to the 11th. And also, Developer Hub is located front and center of Expo now, so you really can't miss it.
Very good. How do you sign up for CreatorCon? That's what everybody wants to know.
There's two ways. One is to sign up for CreatorCon during your knowledge registration via the web. And let me show you how to do that. Oh, let me get out of this screen. I can't seem to get out of, okay, here it is. So all you have to do is go to the knowledge page. Can you guys see my screen? Go to the knowledge screen and click on register, or you can go to the CreatorCon page within knowledge and just click on register. When you click on register, it'll take you to a sign on page. So either you register or you sign in. And once you sign in, there's 6 steps. The first step is to input your personal information. The second step is all the legal agreements and checkboxes. The third stage is where you can sign up for CreatorCon. So just scroll. You pick the package that you want to sign up for, and you just scroll to the bottom, click the CreatorCon box. It's free with your CreatorCon, with your knowledge pass, and then you just continue with your registration. And this way you will be signed up to everything that CreatorCon has to offer. Now you can also sign up on site at the registration desk at Knowledge, but I highly recommend to do it in advance because we have some special CreatorCon swag for CreatorCon attendees, and the quantities are limited. So just make sure you sign up in advance so you can get a special swag. It might run out on site. So
good point. Earlier is better, and free is the best kind of pricing for me. Jason has been waiting patiently. Jason, what's new with the CreatorCon sessions this year? You're the lead session person. What's new?
Yeah, so we actually have 7 here, and we have 5 developer tracks with our usual, if you're just getting into ServiceNow development, coming in from like an admin perspective. If you're a hardcore ServiceNow developer, we've got content for you. If you are a Java or .NET guy and you're just like wanting to learn about how to build on ServiceNow, we have a track for that. If you're selling on the store. And finally, the ITOM developers. And, a lot of folks don't really think about like ITOM as being a developer-y thing, but we've got a ton of APIs in the platform that are actually really meaty, deep coding things. So we've got a whole track of ITOM-specific development. The other 2 tracks we have are actually architect tracks. So if you're a solutions architect sort of person, we've got all kinds of deep technical how to build out your ServiceNow architecture sessions. And brand new this year, and I'm really excited about, is we actually have a dedicated track for enterprise architects.
Nice.
If you're looking to learn about how to fit ServiceNow into your environment, how ServiceNow interacts with everything else, we're not an island, no one is, and we have a whole track on basically how to maximize your ServiceNow investment within your organization.
Are there any sessions that you are just excited about?
I am. There's a bunch of sessions out there, but a couple ones that I want to kind of call out as being particularly exciting for me. There is a Advanced Service Portal Widget Techniques from Martin Palaskos, and that is building a service portal widget from the most basic implementation all the way up to a full-blown, all the bells and whistles. It's a really exciting workshop, and I learned a bunch from just watching the review of it. University of Kansas has a session on how they took their hackathon entry from last year. They were a runner-up last year, and they actually took their hackathon entry all the way to production. So they've got a great story around that.
Neat.
And then in the EA track, we actually have a whole session on using ServiceNow as the integration platform. Integration platform as a service, iPaaS. That's a lot of fun. So
sounds interesting. Yeah, those are great. There are times when I wish I could just not go as an employee so I could go to all these sessions. I'm sure Josh and others have discussed this before. So we don't get to see all this cool stuff.
So here's some good news for you and everyone else who can't make to all the sessions, because it's not physically possible to make it to all the sessions. We are recording all of the breakouts this year.
Ooh.
So if you miss a breakout, that's okay. You'll be able to actually go and watch the recording online after the event.
Fear not your conflicted schedule.
That's right.
I feel like I'm playing that sliding tile game where I'm going to slide Jason out of the way for just a little bit. We'll get back to you in a little later and bring Lily back in, because we have our certified application developer exam again this year at Knowledge, correct?
Yep, we do.
And how do people find out more about that, and where do they go? Tell us some details on that.
Okay, great. Well, we really bring this to you because as more and more companies start to use ServiceNow, the demand for ServiceNow developers has never been greater. So being certified as an application developer with ServiceNow makes you really valuable in the job market and also within your organization. So normally to get certified, it costs $150 to take the exam. And this only happens once a year, and it's only at CreatorCon. We offer attendees the opportunity to take the certification exam on site for free. So in order to qualify, you just go to the link here and you tell us about an app that you've built on ServiceNow Platform that is either in development or in production. So the app itself will qualify you to be considered to take the exam for free. After that, we will email you if your app qualifies for the exam seat, and we'll provide additional information and instructions.
Can you only take the exam if you've already built an existing app? Is the idea to have a proven experience? Or
Yes.
Okay, so somebody couldn't go to the pre-con training for 2 days, say they sit in my class, walk out and go into the exam and pass, or is that an option?
You can, and then you can build something. You can build something
Okay.
at the hackathon. You can build an app at the hackathon, and
There you go.
there you go. Go to the hackathon. You'll have an app. Submit that app, and that will you can apply for that, and that'll maybe get you qualified to get a seat at the app dev workshop, or go to the pre-con with your learning. Build something quickly. You can definitely do it very quickly on the ServiceNow platform.
But experience is key.
Yes. So
Okay.
you can still apply. Just use the bit.ly here after pre-con, after the hackathon. Just apply on site, and we will monitor it, and we'll email you if there's still seats available. But the seats are very limited, so just apply as early as you can.
Okay, here's another one that I see in the community all the time. What is the AppDev certification like? What's the exam like?
Okay, good question. So to be successful on the exam, you should really be an experienced ServiceNow sysadmin, and also have some hands-on experience developing on a ServiceNow instance. If you don't have that experience, you can go to developer.servicenow.com, sign up for the ServiceNow Developer program, and you get a free instance to play with. There's also some short tutorials on that website that'll help you to get started. Also, the exam will be held on CreatorCon on site. It runs throughout CreatorCon, so May 9th to 11th. This is also an in-person proctored exam. There's 60 multiple choice questions, and you have 90 minutes to complete the exam.
I like it. I also like the free developer instance as well. Now, we mentioned this before. We are bringing the hackathon back. Tell me about the hackathon. What is it?
Okay, so the hackathon is a one-day event this year, taking place on May 9th, that's Tuesday, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it's at the Developer Hub. And we're inviting developers from our community and beyond to try out the ServiceNow Platform. It's actually open to anyone attending Knowledge. So you don't have to be a developer to participate. In fact, it's actually great to have non-devs such as designers and business managers perspective in building the app. It's a place really where a group of you guys can come together to hack and build something that's creative, useful, and innovative on the ServiceNow platform.
So what's in it for me? Why should people attend?
Well, ServiceNow Platform is one of the few technologies out there where you can actually build something meaningful within 8 hours. That's why we wanted to do it in one day. This hackathon is really a true testament to the speed of developers can move with ServiceNow. The hackathon will help developers to make and iterate on apps faster. So not only will you learn about how to build custom business applications by attending the hackathon, you'll also learn about the possibilities of the platform and how to push its boundaries. So you might just build something that can be put in production within your organization, or you might even create an app that you can submit to the ServiceNow store and make some money off of it. And also, winners will actually get tons of visibility, and there's also some really cool prizes. You'll impress your peers, you'll get major bragging rights, and we have prizes, we have cash awards, and exclusive swag for the winners. And also, we will be featuring winners in an exclusive sizzle video to highlight their work.
Nice.
And they will join, hopefully, Chuck and myself in a CreatorCon Hackathon webinar where they will show off the app that they built, and we will promote it throughout the community. And also, they'll have a spotlight section in the ServiceNow Developer newsletter.
Very cool.
And I promise everybody who attends the hackathon will have a lot of fun along the way. So
Absolutely.
We'll find food, we have giveaways, and there's technical experts on hand to help you.
Yeah, the speed is key on this one, and that's why we like to showcase the hackathon. Yeah. I just got this laundry list from my boss's boss of things he wants to put in an app that I'm building for Knowledge, and my first instinct from 30 years of doing development in IT is, oh my gosh. And then I look at them, and most of them I say, okay, that's a 5-minute thing, that's a 10-minute thing. Yeah, I can do this. It's crazy how fast but I have to turn off that legacy knee-jerk reaction of, I can't put all this stuff in your application. And I look at it and go, yeah, actually I can. That's easy. And here we go. How does it go down?
Well, how do you attend the hackathon? Good question. So simply just go to your Knowledge 17 app and add the K17 CreatorCon Hackathon right here to your schedule in the scheduler. And after that, you will receive an email with additional instructions, I think within 24 hours. It'll tell you how to create a team, form a team, and also how to get your free instance with the hackathon. You can also register for the hackathon on site on Tuesday, May 9th at 10 a.m. So you just join a team, you get to hack until 6 p.m. And then we have a hackathon party from 6 to 9 where the semifinalists will demo their app and winners will be announced. So this year there is 3 categories with the hackathon. There is business solution, innovation, and social good. And the judges will select 3 semifinalists for each category. And you guys, the semifinalists will present, and then the winners will be announced during the party.
One thing that I'd like to point out about the hackathon is, yes, your app needs to be built during the process of the hackathon. You can't come in with an update set or a Git repo and go, there, I'm 90% done. Now, that's not in the spirit of the hackathon. However, you can leverage existing tools that are out there. If you wanted to go out to the share portal and say, bring in Ben Hollyfield's table saw to make your UI look pretty. That's a pretty cool add-on. There are lots of great ways you can add on to the platform and enhance the experience, enhance the application.
Yeah.
Pre-built, they don't have to be necessarily yours, but you can pull things that we're not telling everybody to build their own REST integration from scratch if you've already got an API that does that. So that's just a quick footnote on that. Thank you, Lily. If you would mute while we talk to Josh about the unconference.
All right, let's run in the 3-ring circus over here. So let's go ahead and shift some cameras around.
Brady Bunch.
Well, yeah, there we go. All right, I think I'm on the screen now. So this year we're doing an unconference again. We actually ran this last year for the first time, and we're excited to bring it back. So this is going to be something that takes place throughout the week, and this is pretty interesting. So
what the heck is an unconference, Josh?
That's the question that's burning pretty much on everyone's minds, I think. I think this is the thing that I asked the first time. I like, what is this? I'd never heard of it. I'd never been to one.
You got to go Google it. and that's not even informative.
No joke. I spent some time on Google and was looking out there. So really the whole concept behind an unconference is it's, at least within CreatorCon, it's the conference within the conference. It's an area where anyone can get involved. It's an open space. And if you're interested in talking about something, running a session, getting people together to talk about a particular topic, you can do that.
Can anyone get involved with this?
Absolutely anyone. So you don't have to have you don't have to have any sort of pre-approved talks or anything like that. There's no submission process. This is something that if you're at the conference, you want to talk about something, you want to run a session, you can do it. Usually
related to ServiceNow. I mean, if you want to talk about Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, whatever, that's probably not applicable to the unconference. How does someone register if they do have a good topic?
That's a great question. So yeah, if you do have a topic and you want to register it, it's extremely informal. So you go over to the unconference area. There will be big signs showing you where this is at. And there's going to be a session board that's essentially a grid of times. And there will be a stack of index cards and a stack of markers. And you write your session down in your name and you put it up on the board and that's it. So it's,
okay, so if I'm not near this board and I want to know what's going on, is there some way I can be notified or check out what's on that board without passing by the developer center every time?
You mean you don't want to walk over to the unconference every 5 minutes, Chuck?
This is 2017. The information should find me.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So we're actually doing something a little different this year. We're actually leveraging our meetup program. So we started to realize, like, hey, these unconference sessions are kind of like little mini meetups within CreatorCon this year. So we've actually launched, I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm sharing and presenting and controlling. There we go. It's like walking.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually host or we're going to post all of these things on a meetup group called the CreatorCon 2017 meetup group. We're going to have sessions on here for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And every time you put something on the session board, it's going to magically show up here, which really means that somebody's going to actually watch the session board and then put them in here for you. But it's magic to you. So this is where you can go. If you actually RSVP to these things, you will easily be able to come in here and take a look. So if you're across the conference center, wherever you happen to be, and you want to see what's in the unconference area, just check out this page. There will be a short link for it. It's bit.ly/cc unconference, and we'll have that on the sign in the unconference area.
Okay.
And that's how you can get all of the information about what's been scheduled.
Excellent. And that's the same mechanism we're using to coordinate the developer meetups as well. So don't think that we're using meetup.com just out of the blue. This has been going on for about a year or so. I think we've been doing developer meetups. And they're hugely successful. So if you haven't looked into that, check into that in your local area or offer to start one up.
Absolutely. Right. And I know it's an unconference and you're not supposed to, pre-plan these things because it's by definition unplanned. But I am going to do a session about developer meetups. I'm going to host an unconference session about developer meetups. So if you're interested in those and you want to learn more, just keep an eye out on that session board or the meetup.com page for more info.
Thank you for the plug. Okay, back to Jason. hacking, and more hacking. Our Uber hacker, I think I heard you hacking like an espresso machine earlier or something.
That's right.
That's my excuse for the audio artifacts. Jason's doing away with LiquorBot and going to something more valuable or personal. I need more coffee. So tell us about the HackLabs, HackZone, all the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
So, actually, while it doesn't exist yet, I would like to have a ServiceNow powered espresso machine. It's in my personal backlog of projects to work on. We're just not quite there yet. So what we do have, so the HackZone, this is basically our kind of IoT playground of, interesting, crazy things you can do with the platform. We're great for business apps, but you can do so much more. So things we have a integration with a Amazon Alexa, so you can actually create tickets just by speaking. We have a brainwave, EKG readers that you can actually sort and assign tickets with the power of your mind.
Oh, artificial intelligence.
Well, sure. People are machines, right? Machine learning. So we also have a Lego train that you can actually order Lego pieces via service portal, and the train will actually deliver them to you. We've got ServiceNow powered drones. We have LiquorBot again. We're bringing LiquorBot back.
LiquorBot.
That's right, martinis as a service. And we also have a ServiceNow-powered photo booth. So you can actually come in, get your picture taken, and it will actually help you blast out your photo booth picture to your social media platform of choice.
Oh, that's neat. Those are some really creative ways that people are using the different APIs and the platform as not just a source of record, but a source of action as well. That's pretty cool. Very imaginative stuff.
Exactly. And, while there are a lot of fun, sort of things, they also do illustrate a lot of core functionality of the platform. It's just much more entertaining to order a drink from a bartending robot than to order a new laptop. But it's the exact same concept.
Check that off the consumables list on what is it? Facilities? No, asset management.
Right, exactly.
You're going to tie in asset in there somewhere. All right. There's also HackLabs. We introduced these last year. Tell the viewer a little bit about what are HackLabs and what do we do with them?
Yeah, so HackLabs are running in the Developer Hub as well. And what we wanted to do was, sometimes you just want to have like a little bite-sized piece of learning, right? You don't necessarily want to do a whole lab or have time to fit a whole lab on a topic in. Mm-hmm. So HackLabs are short, self-guided labs, about 15 minutes each. And you can come in, choose from a menu. We got about a dozen of them to choose from on like different topics and with different skill levels. And you can, come in have a short lunch and then go to the HackLabs and cram in a little extra learning. And in fact, Chuck, you've actually developed a couple of HackLabs for this year.
I've got a couple more added to the catalog, one about template fields. So if you've been on the community or you've seen some of the stuff I've published on Share, I did a scriptless schedule job add-on to the platform last October. And this is the technology that drives that behind that. So you can learn about that. It's an extension to what I added last year in making your configurations or making your instance configurable. Instead of hard coding in scripts, you can make it more data-driven for lookups. And this plays into that. There's also a real quick, simple one on REST integrations. If you've never done an outbound REST message, this is a great introduction to say, create a message, go get some data, put it in a table. Hooray, I've done that. And once you see how easy it is, it's really cool. So you feel empowered by these HackLabs in just a few minutes. And you can take that knowledge to your applications and what you want to do with them.
Exactly. So they're a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about it. And this year, actually, you don't even need your laptop to do a HackLab. We'll actually have PCs out provided for you, so you can literally just come in, sit down, and start hacking away.
And that's pretty cool because there's going to be lots of ServiceNow people in the developer, the hub that you can call upon and say, hey, you know what, this didn't work quite right. My wife was actually testing one of my labs and said, I didn't get the final result. None of the records went to true when they should have been. I realized she had made a mistake when she created the field name, then tried relabeling it. And, once the database field is the database field. But it was any of our solution consultants or people in the developer theater can help you out with that. Don't panic if you get stuck. In fact, some of them are using source control to say, if you got stuck on lab 1, just switch branch and continue on with lab 2. So,
exactly, and we have people staffing there, so if you get stuck on something, they can get you sorted out and get you back on track.
Right. I said developer theater by mistake. I meant the developer. We're calling this general central area the developer hub, right?
Right. The entire area is the developer hub, which contains unconference, the HackZone, HackLabs, demo pods.
All the CreatorCon stuff.
All CreatorCon stuff, right?
Okay.
If you're not actually in a session, you want to be in the developer hub.
Got to get my terminology right, because the developer theater is a great segue to bring in Martin, who is coordinating all kinds of sessions throughout Tuesday and Wednesday around this stuff. Martin, tell us about what we can expect from the developer theater.
Wow, yeah. So we have just a fantastic lineup. I'm super happy with the incredible response that we've gotten from customers, partners, and our own solutions consultants, such as yourself, Chuck. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We have a stacked lineup. I actually have a slide or two that I want to show everybody. So let me share my screen here and just give you a quick rundown of kind of what's going on and kind of how it fits in, I guess, to the overall program, so that folks understand kind of what role and what purpose the theater's playing. So can you see that?
Excellent job, Martin.
All right, cool. So this is my quote. I've attributed it to myself. I like to think of the developer theater as a smorgasbord of app dev intermezzos.
I know what one of those words means.
Which one? Which one do you know?
App.
Okay. So basically, if you Google intermezzo, you will see that it means an in-between meal palate cleanser. Small, light, and refreshing. And so the sessions in the developer theater are very laser designed to be happening during breaks and during lunch, so that folks, if you want to learn literally continuously and go from a breakout or a lab or a workshop, you can pop into the developer hub during the break between those kind of main session types and learn even more from app dev experts. And so we've got, as I said, a stacked lineup. We've got 4 what I call Top Gun technology partners. These are well-known companies in our ecosystem, the likes of CrossFuse, MobiCord. We've got a new partner coming on board to the store called Map Anything. So if you've been in the Salesforce ecosystem, you probably know what they do. They basically enable you to visualize any ServiceNow data for things like field service and logistics. And then we've got actually one of the CreatorCon Challenge finalists, ClearSky, who's going to be presenting tips and tricks on developing apps to play nice and to work well with our edge encryption solutions. So that there's going to be some kind of really, professional developer advanced content from those 4 partners. We've also got, as I said, a full lineup of our top solution consultants, including yourself, Chuck, and the TechNow crew. So we're super happy to have you guys basically having a residency in the developer hub during the lunch hour both days on Tuesday and Wednesday. And you'll be doing, as you know, I'm kind of telling you what you already know, but
I better get started.
It can never hurt to remind you, right? But you guys are doing the build business apps at light speed, right. No code, low code, and then pro code on day 2. So that's a great session for depending on where you are in the spectrum, in terms of no code, low code, pro code. There's something for everybody there, and I'm actually looking forward to it because it'll be sort of a live instantiation of what you guys do, I think, on a weekly basis on the TechNow podcast and YouTube Live. So it'll be a chance for developers to meet you in person and to ask questions and really get a much more interactive experience than's possible on YouTube, because you'll be right there. So that's super cool. We've also got what we're calling app clinics. So basically these are 30-minute sessions that are happening during the other sessions. So these ones aren't in between breaks, but they're just sort of walk-in clinics or walk-up clinics where anybody that's attending Knowledge, whether it's a process owner, a process designer, a business analyst, they can literally bring a spreadsheet, and our solution consultant team will actually build an app for them right on the spot. So
that's pretty powerful message right there, to be able to take your legacy tool and put it on the platform.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so now you get all the workflow and the business rules and the reporting and analytics, and
the foundational data is there. It's a great thing.
Yeah. So we're pretty excited about that. And actually Dave Knight, who's our director of solution consulting for Platform, will actually be delivering a session on that. So he'll actually show everybody, he'll do a live sort of, demo of how that actually works in one of the sessions. And then we'll have those kind of walk-in clinics open throughout the 2 days for folks to just come in and leave with an app. So, yeah, it's full lineup. We have close to 20 different sessions. And we're also going to be, the Developer Theater is also the place where the hackathon announcements and all the kind of the interviews with the winners and so on and so forth will be happening on, I think, on Tuesday night after the hackathon. So we'll have that there. And then on Monday night, we'll be doing this kind of live, right? We're going to have the CreatorCon team in the Developer Theater on Monday night during the Go Live party, kind of walking people through all the different things that are going on at CreatorCon over Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then taking any questions that folks have. So yeah, it'll be a hotspot in the developer hub. So what I wanted to share also was just sort of how do you actually sign up or find out specifics of what's going on. You can go into the content catalog on the Knowledge website. So you go into content catalog, and then you can actually select the session type of CreatorCon Developer Theater. And
there we go.
Yeah, so you can see everything in one place, and you can you can add it to your schedule. So super easy to kind of see what's going on and pick a session or multiple sessions that would be of value to you. So yeah, urge everybody to kind of, if you're looking for things to do between breakouts or workshops or labs, the Developer Theater is the place to be. So that's pretty much the message.
Sometimes it's nice to just have a little downtime too.
That's true.
It's a great place to hang out. It's where all the cool kids will be hanging out.
That's right. Yeah, and actually, there's going to be comfortable seating, so there will be couches and lazy boys. So you can actually come to the theater and just chill. You don't have to, do anything more than that. So
there's a picture from the first CreatorCon of me taking a snooze on a beanbag. So yeah, it can happen.
That's gonna be going on. I can guarantee it.
Thank you, Martin. We're going to close out with Lily because let's face it, she's the best looking one on this webinar today. So Lily, we have prizes and swag. You mentioned some of that before. How do we get some of that stuff? Well, not me personally, because it's for the company.
Well, here, let me scroll through this whole thing.
In case we missed any slides.
Sorry. Well, first of all, everyone who is registered for CreatorCon will get a special swag, and it's a surprise. You'll get it during registration, but you have to be registered for CreatorCon. So everybody will get one while quantities last, of course. This year, we are also adding a lot of fun to a technology conference by giving everyone the chance to win additional prizes and swag. And I picked out all the prizes. They are amazing and nerdtastic. I wish I can have them all, but they are for everybody at CreatorCon. So there's two ways to win these prizes. First one is to post your CreatorCon experience with the hashtag CreatorCon on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. So we will be giving out prizes to the best post on a half hour to an hour basis. So you might just get a message from us on Twitter or Facebook saying, hey, come to the info desk and pick up your prize. So all the prizes are displayed at the info desk in the developer hub, and it's first come, first serve. So the first one to win, you can get a robot, the next one, or a Dorito, I don't know. We have tons of prizes. So we are really looking for posts that are creative or funny or informative, helpful, or most influential with the most retweets and shares. So the possibilities are endless. Just have fun with it with your social media account. The second way to win prizes is to collect points at the Developer Hub. With your Knowledge app, you will be able to get points with everything that you do at the Developer Hub. Whether you are to check out a HackZone demo or a product demo, you will collect points. For example, if you participate in the hackathon, I think you get 8 entries into that raffle. So for every 100 points earned, your name will be entered in the next raffle pool. And we are raffling off every half an hour to an hour. So it's just all day long. And we will notify the winners through the push notification on your app. So make sure to turn that on. And winners will come to the info desk to redeem their prizes. So it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. Do we have a target date or estimate of when the Knowledge app will be released to the various stores?
Oh,
have you heard that?
That I'm not sure about. Jason, do you know?
No, I have not heard a target date yet.
Okay. Sorry, I just threw a curveball. We're off script there. Okay. Thank you very much, Lily. Anybody else? Did we miss anything? Anything you want to throw in as a closing comment that we might have triggered a thought earlier?
Yeah. Hey, Chuck, it's Martin again. Hi there.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to put in a shout out for the CreatorCon Challenge, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
We're going to have let me go back to sharing my screen again. So we're actually going to have a dedicated pod in the Developer Hub. We're going to have 9 startups that entered the CreatorCon Challenge back in September and built brand new native apps on our platform. And so, this whole challenge was put together to really attract both existing partners, but also new partners to the platform, the ecosystem, to build something really cool that's going to be of business impact to our customers globally and available to them on the ServiceNow store. So we've gone through quite an extensive process of going through over 200 entries. We've whittled it down to 9 shortlisted startups. So those 9 will be in the pod showing off their apps. And then the really cool part is we've got 3 finalists that are going to be in the center of that pod, and they're going to be on stage right after the CreatorCon keynote by Pat Casey on Thursday. So immediately following Pat's keynote, there's going to be a Shark Tank style pitch off where the 3 finalists get up on stage. They get 4 or 5 minutes to pitch their company and their app however they want. And we've got so those are the 6 that will be in the pod. These are the 3 finalists.
Cool.
So I talked about Clear Sky. They automate security and identity lifecycle management. Factor 5 has a higher ed vertical app for curriculum design and curriculum management for students. And then Helpful actually has a really interesting app that connects employees or consumers in general with elder folks that need daily care with kind of routine tasks. And so those are the 3 that are going to be on stage. We have a kind of an expert judging panel, I'll put it that way. So these are experts from the IT and the venture capital industries. You can see who they are. Very, very well-informed subject matter experts on startups, on software as a service, on enterprise, on IT. So these 3 judges will be selecting first, second, and third. And what do they get? They get a share of 500K in investments from ServiceNow Ventures.
Nice.
So first place gets 250K, second place gets 150K, and third place gets 100K. And in addition to that, they also get a whole slew of BD and marketing prizes. So they get included in a press release. They get their apps featured on the store. They get webinars and sales enablement activities to really kind of help launch their app into the market and raise awareness. So definitely check out the CreatorCon Challenge Pod in the Developer Hub. And then also, if you're going to be at the CreatorCon keynote, it'll happen right after, immediately following Pat Casey's keynote. So that'll be really fun to watch and see these companies up there in action. So.
Yeah, good stuff. I'm glad you brought that up because it is an important part of what we've been building up to for CreatorCon.
Absolutely.
It has been very exciting, and it makes me appreciate that I don't compete in that stuff anymore. I got my Innovation of the Year award 7 years ago. I'm good. These people are way too wicked smart. I got no chance. So it's fun to observe and learn from all these smart people. Thank you very much, Martin. Anybody else? Did I miss anything on our hopefully bulleted list of things to talk about?
Just that we've been working really hard to bring you a really great event this year. It's going to be different. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. We will all be there, so come say hello. I hope to meet every one of you and have a drink or a coffee or a beer with everybody. And I'll see you in Orlando, Florida.
We look forward to seeing you there. Make sure you sign up. Bye, everybody.
Wait.
Bye.